I know it's hard. It's hard to find a place to know where to start. You wanna run, you wanna hide, but something deep inside said dry your eyes. You know your worries, they'll be alright. Just look around you, see that love is winning the fight. You need a stone, love. Oh, nothing's gonna move you, nothing's gonna break up a stone. Love, oh, everybody ought to have a stone love. Of your peace of mind, you want to hear. You travel there, and you may find your trouble sometimes hard to bear. But don't you worry, it'll be alright. Just look around you, see that love is winning the fight. You need a stone, love. Oh, nothing's gonna move you, nothing's gonna break up a stone. Stone love, you need a stone love. Oh, nothing's gonna move you, nothing's gonna break up a stone love. Oh, everybody ought to have a stone love, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Everybody ought to have a stone.
It's always an amazing thing to watch the music come together and how all those creative forces start to fly around the room. It's a beautiful thing. Hi, my name is Brad Watkins. I realized I never introduced myself like I'm Cher or something. But my name is Brad Watkins, and I'm doing the platform stuff today. We have a guest pastor today. She's a digital creator, an integrative counselor, a life coach. She's an ordained minister from Unity. She is the resident chaplain for a year. She ran her own gig totally and has done lots of other things in the thing. She's a grandmother, which is the greatest honor we get, you know. She's also an Aries, and that is energetic, strong, focused leaders who are dedicated to their goals, and they are known for being confident, brave, and sometimes impatient and aggressive in their pursuits. And which is, I'm getting punished. It's great. She comes from Chicago, and now this was Reverend Edith asked me to do an intro, and I said, okay, I'll go on, and I'll look on the web and I'll see what's out there. And it says that she did some time at Our Lady of Lourdes in Chicago, which means she has a Catholic affiliation in her past. That is always so interesting to hear how that transition came about. She also went to a university in Eastern Illinois. She now lives in Frederick, Maryland. And when I was looking, she had lovely things on her profile in Facebook. And this one really captured me. It said, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away." Now, that's Pablo Picasso. It's not Judi. But we are blessed with the beautiful Judi Venturini today as our pastor.
Thank you. Thank you, Brad. And I want to say good morning and welcome to everybody here. It's really great to return to this pulpit, to this place, to this center, to all you beautiful people, all of you. So before I get into, I first pull the slides up, coming up soon for me to welcome new people. But before I do that, I want to say from the very first time I was here as associate minister in the mid-90s until now, my greatest joy about this ministry is family-focused, and that this is more than just adults, it's more than just children. It is about an intergenerational family supporting one another. And that is actually, I think, the foresight, because we are moving into a time in our world where everything has changed. I was listening to a video yesterday by Cryan, and he said, everything is different. It will never go back to what it was. We are living in a new time, and what we thought was miraculous is going to be our everyday experience. We are just catching up to it now. So it's good news. So I believe this congregation, starting with Ellen and Aunt Janae, had the foresight to know that community, togetherness, is the most important element of being human. So welcome to my life. So thank you for being here. So first-timers, is anybody here, I know one person that's here new, brave enough to raise your hand if this is your first time visiting Unity of Gaithersburg? Well, my friend Kim came to join us today. So Kim, I want to say welcome. And Kim's right here if you want to give her a packet. We want to embrace Kim after the service with our Unity love and make her feel welcome. Okay, so thank you. So with this all being said, we're going to move to the opening prayer. And before I do that, I want to take a moment, and I just want to focus. I see some bent heads, but the most important thing now is for us to be present to one another. I see you. I see you. I see the truth of who you are. I see you. I see those of you who are in the realms of the internet, which I know very little about, except for Google. I see you, those of you who consistently volunteer to be here. I see you, those of you who continue to show up as love, even sometimes when you might not feel loved. Can you feel it? Notice where you're at. Come from your head, center into your heart. Drop into it. Feel it? Can you feel it? Isn't this what we're looking for? It's not out there. It's right here. And in our busyness, we miss it. So drop into your heart now as we join together in a time of prayer, knowing that there's this infinite intelligence that we name as God. It's this invisible bridge that takes us from brokenness, disease, loneliness, unto wholeness, from lack to prosperity, from trauma to wellness, from separation to oneness. This universal intelligence, this one mind that is everywhere within us, as us, is both individual and collective. There is no place in all the universes that this intelligence is not. And it is also within every one of our cells. Every cell of your body, of my body, contains this spark of light, this divinity that we call God. Yet we search and we look. Sometimes we feel like God has left us, like in a desert, wandering. But yet God is right here. God is now. God is you. There's no separation. We just fell asleep. Oh, divine source of this life that we all participate in. We settle now into the stillness of our hearts. We breathe into the center of our being. And with each breath, we soften and we open. We release any of the noise, the static of our brains, that which we pick up in this world that is here to distract us from knowing who we are, for knowing this intelligence that lives within us. We, right now, call forth with power and with gratitude this feeling, this knowingness that you are here now with us, always have been and always will be. Breathe, my friends. Feel it. Drop into it. Feel a warm, golden light expanding from your chest. Give thanks for the love that you've already received and for the love that you will give back. For in the cycle of receiving and giving, we step into our wholeness. There is never lack, only infinite potential. And we give thanks for the healing that has already occurred and is occurring now, not only in our bodies, not only in our minds, but in our world. Truly, this is a new day. We claim it as so. Our hearts are perfect. They beat in coherent rhythm. And we become a bridge for your infinite love. We ask today that we radiate this love like the sun, that we touch the hearts of the weary and the lost. We send a signal of love now into the field. May it dissolve the fear and bridge all divides. I truly am a vessel of your light, infinite intelligence, a beacon of harmony, and so it is. And so when you're ready, become aware of your surroundings in your room. And we get ready now for our congregational song.
Well, good morning again. So this is a song, it's pretty, you may have heard it, but as we musicians do, we take license with kind of putting our own spin on things. So this is one of those, you may know it in a different format, different style, but we're going to Unity of Gaithersburg it. Words are easy, they'll be up in front of you, easy to catch the melody. So if you feel inclined, jump in, jump on it. God's good, God's good, God's good is everywhere. God's good, God's good, God's good is everywhere. And I am a channel of infinite good. I am a channel of infinite good. God's good, God's good, God's good is everywhere. God's good, God's good, God's good is everywhere. And I am a channel of infinite good. I am a channel of infinite good. God's love, God's love, God's love, God's love is everywhere. God's love, God's love, God's love is everywhere. I am a channel of infinite love. I am a channel of infinite love. God's joy, God's joy, God's joy, God's joy is everywhere. God's joy, God's joy, God's joy is everywhere. And I am a channel of infinite joy. I am a channel of infinite joy. You got it. God's peace, God's peace, God's peace, God's peace is everywhere. God's peace, God's peace, God's peace is everywhere. And I am a channel of infinite peace. I am a channel of infinite peace. God's strength, God's strength, God, claim it if you need it. God's strength is everywhere. God's strength, God's strength, God's strength is everywhere. And I am a channel of infinite strength. channel of infinite light. And I am the channel of infinite light. Let's take it home. Oh, God's good, God's good, God's good is every. Make it your mantra. God's good, God's good, God's good is everywhere. And I am the channel of infinite good. And I am the channel of infinite good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Poof, I'm going to transform everybody and let you know what your opportunities are to change, and discover more of yourself and the glory that you really are. So today is Energy Healing Sunday. You can join us at 1 o'clock over in the Education Building where Judi is going to lead a Reiki Healing Energy Workshop, offering a gentle, restorative introduction to Reiki healing, energy healing. And drop-ins are welcome. So if you didn't RSVP already, you can still go. The prayer chaplain training is going to be offered on May 1st and 2nd. Being a prayer chaplain is a great way to grow spiritually and serve the community. For more information, check out the brochure in the lobby. You can see Carol Plummer or Akosawa or Najiri. Yes. Hi, sweets. Najiri, who they're in the know. They're in the know, and they can help tell you why it's a great thing to do and probably allay some of the fears people like me have around that idea. I can't take care of myself. How could I help anybody else? Sometimes is how I feel. Okay, so Unity of Gaithersburg and Unity of Fairfax and D.C. are sponsoring a peace walk on Saturday, May 9th. All are invited to meet at 7 p.m. in front of the Supreme Court building and then walk over to Union Square in front of the Capitol. This will be an uplifting time of prayer, songs, and positive message. Reverend Edith and Akosawa are going to be serving on the conference team for this year's Celebrating Our Soul conference at Unity Village, and everybody is warmly invited to attend. There's an early bird registration that's extended through April 27th, and Unity of Gaithersburg has a special group rate that's available. So if you want to register, you just type in, well, I think this is going to be in your handout too, I hope. It's capital U, little o, Gaithersburg in the section, in the group section, and you'll get a little discount, which is nice. And everybody says, everybody I know who's gone out to Unity Village has come back with, A+ ratings on the whole experience. So it's a good detour. The Spirit Group, led by Carol Plummer, is supporting our troops overseas as their service project, and all are invited to participate. Now, so the Caring Cottage team is helping them out to co-sponsor this drive to gather care package items, and we're going to be collecting from May 3rd through Sunday, May 17th. There's going to be a bin in the lobby for them. We'll also have an Arts in Ministry Sunday to write letters to support. See the handout for more information. Do you want to say anything else? Okay, you got it? Okay. All right, great. Our foundation is prayer. Our prayer chaplains are trained to pray in confidence with you. Today's prayer chaplain is Errol in the back with the purple stole on. And you can see him after service if you'd like to have a time of prayer. There's also a box in the rear of the sanctuary where you can submit prayers. And I always like to mention that Silent Unity is this 24/7, 365 thing that goes on out at Unity Village, where if something sudden has happened at 2 a.m., you can ask the angels to come in other ways. And that's a nice thing. All right, so the daily word. The daily word for today is blessed. On this day, let us affirm, I am blessed with peace, calm, and the love of God. Repeat slowly with me. I am blessed with peace, calm, and the love of God. I invite you to hear those words as your own. Today, if someone asks me how I am, I will smile and respond, I am blessed. This simple declaration will set the tone for the day, encouraging me to notice blessings large and small, especially the little things I may take for granted. I will also be mindful that God is the source of all my blessings. I find my greatest blessing is in grounding myself in God's grace. It brings me peace, calms my fears, and is a bright guiding light in dark and difficult times. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus described the blessings of life, reminding those gathered that the truest wealth is not measured by money and power. I take these words to heart, and I feel deeply grateful. I am spiritually blessed, enriched by God's unwavering love. Today's Bible verse is from the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. So let's take a moment and reflect on the word blessed.
And now it's time for our meditation. So I invite you to be comfortable. Comfortable in your chair, comfortable in your body, allowing your breath to move through you easily. The breath of life. Each breath so precious. I invite you, if you're comfortable, to shut your eyes, or if not, to find a spot somewhere nearby where you can focus a lower gaze upon a space. For, as Reverend Edith always says, there's no spot that God is not. And direct your internal gaze now to your heart. Breathing in for the count of 5 and exhaling through your mouth for the count of 5. Repeating this, and with each breath, say to yourself, I am bringing my awareness to my heart center. I am bringing awareness to my heart center. As you continue to breathe in this rhythm, maybe recall a person, maybe a grandchild or a child, even a pet, best friend, someone who makes you feel pure, someone that's easy to love, who loves you, makes you feel appreciated. And as you breathe, continue. Allow this breath to shift you. Don't just think about this person. Feel their warmth. Experience the gaze of their eyes. Feel them alongside you as you journey through life. Feel the joy of laughter and the times of tears where you comfort one another. Total, undeniable acceptance of who you are. They know your story, but they know you are not your story. They know who you truly are. They know that you are that light, the love, and the life that reflects God to them. As you continue to focus on your heart, breathing in through your heart and exhaling through your heart, affirm, I am the bridge of love. I am the bridge of love. Imagine a golden light in your chest, growing brighter, pulsing with each heartbeat, expanding. I am that bridge. My love is a signal. That love is being broadcast through me into the world. I am the love of God. Expand your heart energy now out into the neighborhood throughout Gaithersburg, Montgomery County, Maryland, throughout the United States and around the world. One coherent energy, many hearts beating as one, bridging love into the world, unconditional. Let's sit here. Let's sit here now, being this bridge of life, sending love, being love. Feel the joy, the gratitude for being love without expectation, not expecting anything in return. Yes, we are the bridge of love into the world. Take now one final deep breath and express any personal gratitude that you may have. Feel the joy. Feel the love. Feel the presence of this infinite intelligence that weaves us together in one whole being. Slowly opening your eyes and moving in your body. One more time. I am the bridge of love, and it is done. And slowly open your eyes. Become aware of your surroundings. And it is so.
Child of the universe, the ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother Earth. I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have a line for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time. Every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on a tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God moving through me. Child of this universe, through my breath all of life can breathe. I plant the seeds with my every dream. I can love at every turn. Give a kiss to Mother Earth. I am a child of this universe. I greet the God in each face. I am a channel for peace to flow. Oh, I honor all of life. Yes, I'm one with Father Time. To every blade of grass, to every shaking leaf on a tree, to every mountain top, I sing of the glory of God moving through me, moving as me, moving as you,
Well, thank you to our Namaste band under this beautiful angels' direction, and you are a child of the universe. Thank you. Thank you for your voice. Let's give her, everybody, a hand. So evidently, I'm not Reverend Edith. Very different on many levels. But I want to thank her for allowing me to be here today. Somehow I have a feeling that she needed a day of rest, and I volunteered to be here to do this, to give her time off to care for herself, right? But there's something that you might know, not know, that ministers know, that I forgot. Whenever you do a talk on Sunday, whatever the topic is, I will guarantee everything that's contrary to what you're trying to teach will come up for you. If it's about prosperity, your furnace breaks down. If it's about relationship, your husband and you have a great fight and you know you want a divorce, right? Or your kids won't hang up on you. Well, I decided to have this grand idea, and I was going to have this great talk about this invisible bridge to wholeness. And guess what? Out of nowhere, 2 weeks ago, I was diagnosed with a environmental influenced pneumonia and ended up in the hospital. So for these 2 weeks, not just 1 week, I got to be processing this. And on Thursday, Reverend Edith and I talked, and I was like, okay, I have to decide if I'm strong enough to be here on Sunday, or do we need an alternative plan? And Reverend Edith and I knew, and by the way, I have a feeling you're spying on us on the internet. Get in the hot tub or something. Go eat some chocolate. You don't need to be here. Right? Can you imagine? She's looking. I know. But anyway, we love you, Edith, but just take care of yourself. So my job today, apparently, despite I'm doing well, but the drugs that they have me on to clear up my lungs don't have me feeling very well. So I decided that my job was to show up here as wholeness, despite whatever's going on in the outer. So here I am in my whole glory, knowing that there's this infinite intelligence driving me forward, and I'm showing up, and right now, before you, my body's catching up. Now, so I guess I don't have to talk anymore. I could sit down. I did it. So this led me into this. I wrote this whole talk. I'm going to kind of go off from it because I really want to share a little bit about this. So my interest in healing started a long time ago. So when I was a new mother, I had several things happen. That's when I had my spiritual awakening. And I was in my mid-20s, and there was a woman who was part of our Leche League group who had this little baby girl, and everybody was marveling about it. And I was wondering, what's this about? Well, evidently, Phyllis and her husband, Sam, were told the year before that they never would conceive a baby because Sam had leukemia for 5 years. And the doctor said, well, it's impossible. Physically, it's impossible. There's no sperm left, no erectile tissue. But Sam and Phyllis were told by an angel that they were going to have a baby, and her name was Ruth. One night, Sam said, Ruth, wake up, it's time. Phyllis. And they conceived Ruth that night. One time in 5 years did they have any sexual contact, and baby Ruth was born 9 months later. Now, I became really close friends with Phyllis, and I would go to her house and have tea, and she would go and look out the window, and she'd go, oh no, Sammy's going to hemorrhage again. And I go, what are you talking about? She'd come here. And she'd say, you see the red cardinal on the tree? And I go, yeah. Every time that bird shows up within 24 hours, he hemorrhages. Sure enough, Sammy would hemorrhage back in the hospital. And then maybe I'd be there another time and she'd say, dead of winter, Chicago, right? 20 degrees below zero. And she would say, Sammy's coming home. And I would say, how do you know? Come here. She'd look out the window, same tree, same branch, be filled with blossoms. And Sammy would come home. It's like, what is this? Right? Makes you wonder. Now, you know, in the 70s, people talked about angels, but angels seemed to be these beings somewhere else, right? I don't know if many of us had a real appreciation for angels. I'm going to tell you, angels are real in my life. I have a very intimate relationship with Angel Raphael, which is an angel of healing, green. Sorry, Edith, but Unity says pink is the color for the heart chakra. It's not. It's green. It's green. Any old yogi will tell you that, right? It's green. If you look at someone's auras, you can see auras, it's green. Compassion shows up as pink, okay? But that chakra center is green. So I'm in my green, Edith. But anyway, so I began to watch it. Then there was this young girl, Patty. Patty just had her baby, and she started getting massive headaches. And when her baby was 3 months old, they found out that she had a massive tumor the size of a walnut in her head. And she was scheduled for surgery. And she came to my house, and a bunch of us gathered, and we prayed with her when I was a Catholic. And prayers worked then, too. And we prayed for her, and we had all the support, meals, and breast milk depot, and all this stuff set up for Patty and her baby. And later that afternoon, I got a call, and Patty called me, and she said, I'm coming home. I said, what do you mean you're coming home? She said they went and they did the, I guess, x-ray or whatever to get the markers of the tumor, and there was no tumor. And they sent her home. She never had surgery. I was like, wow, amazing, right? What amazing. What is this? So it began to percolate. Then I was involved with the Catholic Church, and our neighboring church in Villa Park, Illinois, had a young woman who had a baby who was dying. And she was so bereaved, she went to the church at night, and she went before the statue of Mary, and she began to pray and asked Mary to intercede. And when she went home, her husband said, the baby's okay. The baby's crying. The baby's pink. Everything was fine. The baby lived. Well, word got out through the Catholic diocese? Yeah. Okay, thank you. And there was a priest that they wanted this miracle to be verified, and he was Father Kelleher from New York City. And so Father Kelleher came to the church there, and it was verified as a miracle. And Father Kelleher was known as the healing priest. Thousands of people would come to see him, to have hands laid on by him. And there were miracles, healings that happened. I thought, this is weird, but I'm interested. And so I started to volunteer. And I can tell you, I saw countless things happen. And I was like, I need to figure this out. And it wasn't until some years later when I found Unity and found out about Myrtle's healing from tuberculosis that I began to put the pieces together. Friends, our bodies are intelligent. There's this universal energy that we are, but we've come to believe that we are these carbon-based bodies that contain it. Here's the good news. Currently, I've been working with Angel Raphael, who is channeled by Kelly Cologne in New Hope, Pennsylvania. I've been with her for 5 years, doing these things of working with light codes in our bodies to awaken and to resurrect our bodies. And she channels Raphael, who's the angel of healing. And so I began to figure out, I was always connected to Raphael, that I want to tell you that many people on these podcasts Next Level Soul, whatever you want to listen to, anywhere, it's all out there. Astrologers, they're all saying, we are changing from carbon-based bodies to luminous bodies. Our bodies are changing. Now, it can't happen all at once because we couldn't handle it. So perhaps what I'm going through is more emptying stuff that I have to let go of. So sometimes when we have an appearance of an illness, it could be because we need to clean something out of our bodies, out of our chakra systems. Sometimes we have to get in touch with old energies. And sometimes it may lead us to having compassion for other people, empathy to help them heal. That's what this situation has been for me. So today is Reiki Healing Sunday, and I wanted to kind of tie those two things together. So first of all, do you know how marvelous your body is? But do you complain about your body a lot? Do you go, oh, I gotta get out of bed now. Oh, my arthritis, right? God, our body needs us to love it. Because our body, because its intelligence, is listening and believing and trusting us. So we need to begin to shift what we're thinking, what we're feeling. Which I have to say that I'm gonna share a poem, will show my struggle trying to do this in the last 2 weeks, okay? Because it's not easy from a human level, but it's a process. It's a process, and the more we practice it, the more we get it. But we have unseen help. We have angels. We have ascended masters. We have ancestors that have gone before us. This is not new stuff. There's been prophecies from the Hopis to whatever who have prophesied that these times were going to happen and that we were going to go into a new time, a new age. And Charles Fillmore himself, our co-founder, on his deathbed, which he had a conscious death, said to his best friend, "My only disappointment in life is that I have not seen the new human." I have not seen the new human because he knew this was going to happen. He wrote about it in Atomic Smashing Power of Mind. Okay? So we have known it, but we gathered here, and many of the people in our world, we are here to gather this universal intelligence within us and bring it forth into the world. Not only to heal our world, to heal ourselves, to bring something new for inheritance for our children. And for those with you who have young children or grandchildren, this is good news. This is very good news. So when you look out there and you see a lot of chaos, just know that if you had an old building and you wanted to have a new building, you might have to wreck the building, right? Bring the structure down to the foundation and rebuild it. We are just rebuilding something new, something glorious and grand. So how does this all happen? I want to start with our bodies. You know, it starts with conception. Ask yourself, how does that egg know which one of those many sperms to allow in through its cell so it became you? So the very right structure of DNA would be there so it could express who you are. How would they know that? Could there be some infinite intelligence at work behind all that selected the very right pattern for you to be who you are? Maybe we participated on a soul level because those of you who know anything about the Akashic Records, we pre-plan our life of what it's going to be and our planet, what it'll look like, what we're going to do here. And until that's fulfilled, we will continue to be in our human form. So, you know how amazing that is? And then what happens? Boom, within a very short time, right? The cells replicate. The head is over the spine, and then the spine and the tailbone. And then we get these little nubs of hands and feet. And we don't have, hands coming out of our back and feet coming out of our chest, right? We don't have eyes coming where our ears are, and ears at the bottom of our feet. It all comes out in this perfect synchronistic pattern that is a body, a human body, with organs, right? A nervous system. Do you think infinite intelligence had anything to do with designing that in us? in creating that, and that every one of those cells is communicating and is that infinite intelligence creating the pattern. I think it has a lot to do with it. One of my favorite scriptures comes from Psalms 139. It says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well." So how do we want to communicate to this infinite intelligence God that is us? We don't have to come to church to be with God. God is everywhere present. We teach that, right? It's not like everywhere in Baltimore and everywhere in Rome or everywhere in that sanctuary. It's right here in the sanctuary of our hearts. That's where it is. That's where it is, and that's where we find it. But we get so busy, we get so much in our mind, that we don't take the time to feel that presence. And so we have all this static stuff going around us. It's all a way to kind of misdirect us so that we don't stand in our power. But we are getting it now, right? We're getting it. So in Jeremiah 1:5, it says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." So you and I have been set apart, every human, for a specific purpose, like a perfect puzzle. And we all have our piece to play. So just think about this. What connects us? So I want to talk a minute about energy. Our heart chakra is the center of our lower chakras and our upper chakras. Every piece of matter is vibration and has resonance. Thomas Edison said, "I know this world is ruled by infinite intelligence. Everything that surrounds us, everything that exists, proves that there are infinite laws behind it. There can be no denying this fact. It is mathematical in its precision." So if we have scientists in here who are kind of doubting all this spiritual stuff or whatever, there's mathematical proof, scientific proof that this is true. All things are made out of energy. And resonance occurs when something is exposed to its natural frequency and begins to vibrate at a higher rate. The heart is the center point of our human energy system. In both yoga traditions and in modern energy medicine, the lower three chakras deal with the physical world: survival, emotions, personal power. The chakras above our heart, the upper three, deal with the spiritual world: truth, intuition, and divine connection. The heart is the bridge of these two worlds. So as we are connected to and grounded into the earth, which, by the way, I don't know if any of you follow Stefan Burns and his work on human resonance, on the Schumann resonance. Today, when I woke up, I opened my phone, and there he was. I don't even subscribe to him. And on my phone, he said today is the date that the whole world, our whole earth, and ourselves are aligned 100% with the Schumann resonance. That we are vibrating in perfect harmony for what's to come. Look it up. I couldn't believe it. So right here in this moment, we are living in a very, very important time. And planetarily, the astrologers are saying about how all the planets are aligned, right? And 3i Atlas has been dropping these light codes down into the water system. So when you drink water, and even the autistic children or adults have said in their telepathy tapes that water has intelligence. It has this universal intelligence. It's God. And so when you take your water, bless it and drink it, and know that you are pouring the light of God within your body to sustain you. It's healing you. It's a time of being aware of all these things that are here. We are coming into a time where we will still have medical doctors. I'm very glad that I went to the hospital and that they were able to help me with these medications. I needed it. But I usually do everything naturopathic. So I went kicking and screaming. Okay, I did not like it. But there's a place for the medical field. But we are moving in a time that will be the second choice. It'll come for broken bones or difficult situations, heart attacks. But we will be using the law of resonance, heart coherence. We will be using different kinds of frequencies to heal ourselves, like sound and sacred geometry and movement and other things like that. And Reiki and sound healing will be the first go-to in the future for healing. They are already using gongs in operating rooms to help people's bodies respond to the surgical procedures. So it's starting to catch on even in hospitals in some places. So energy medicine is the way we're going, and the heart is the bridge. Did you ever wonder, with all this quantum physics thing, where did Jesus fit into this? Right? And other healers? I asked AI. This is what AI said. From quantum or biological standpoint, some suggested Jesus was a master of the nervous system who operated in a high state of coherence. Kingdom as coherence. Some interpret Jesus' teaching on the kingdom of heaven as a description of an internal state of coherence, love, forgiveness, and presence, versus incoherence of fear and hatred. It also said that Jesus frequently taught about elevated emotions of love, gratitude, giving thanks before a miracle or a talk. We know in Dr. Joe Dispenza's models, there are supposed, when we study that at our first healing, or if you've done any of Dr. Joe's work, and he has about 20,000 healings verified medically that have happened. And Dr. Joe says that these emotions are what trigger heart coherence, signaling the body to move into a healing state. So they can tell by all these machines and apparatuses that they connect people to that the person is going to have a healing seconds before it happens because the heart goes into coherence. AI also said regarding quantum healing, proponents of this view see Jesus as someone who could leverage the quantum field, which he might have called the Holy Spirit, to manifest physical changes through focused attention and heart-centered energy. So Jesus was actually a master of heart coherence, which brought about healing. And it all works by the law of resonance. So if you had a car and the battery was dead, what would you do? You get another battery, right? And you connect your battery cables to a battery that's working, right? So the one battery has all the energy and resonance. The other one has no or low energy, right? You connect them, and it jumpstarts the battery, and they both have equal amount of energy. That is how miracles happen. That is how our heart jumpstarts the love in someone else's heart. It's not about trying to change them. Because the minute you are seeing that someone needs to change, you're not seeing them whole. Right? The minute we see something in our body is not functioning, we don't see ourselves as whole. This has been my whole power struggle for the last 2 weeks. How dare I get up and talk about healing when I'm laying in my bed and I barely can breathe? That I've had a fever for 4 days. I had to sleep sitting in a chair for 5 days, which I barely slept. How could I say I'm whole and get up and talk about this? How dare I do that? And all the judgment I had of myself. And I had, yes, sure.
Sorry, that's so cool. I've been sick for like weeks, and just last night, God's been channeling healing energy through me, and he said he cleared cancer. It's just cool that you're talking about this right now. I just thought it was crazy, and I'm always talking about
No, we're not crazy, and we need to talk about these stuff.
Yeah,
Do you see? We need to talk about this because I'm energetic. Do you see something's jump-starting her, which is going to jump-start all of us? See, and that's what our communities are going to be doing. We are going to be jump-starting each other into coherence through love, through this beautiful dynamic heart chakra we have. But we have to stay out of judgment of ourselves or of another person. So I'm so interested in Reiki because from the Eastern viewpoint, from Chinese medicine and all that, they never see anybody from their viewpoint, how they see and think, from the Buddhist or Taoist or whatever, as someone broken or sick or needing to be fixed or healed. You don't go to Reiki to be healed. You go to Reiki to balance your energy. And the practitioner sees you as whole. It's very important for the prayer ministry to know, because it's very easy to go, oh my God, Joe Smith, he's got cancer, poor Joe. And then we pray. Oh. You see, we can't be in that energy. We have to go into coherence and see. I worked in Silent Unity for 6 months when I was going to Unity School. And it was a very, very valuable part of my learning about healing. And you never, ever, ever see the person who's calling in as having a problem. The minute you do, you have to go to the supervisor and say, I need to go to the prayer room. Okay? Because you need to be able to see Christ, hear Christ on the phone. And it's kind of magical. This coherence, we're all like this tuning fork, right? If you have two tuning forks of the same frequency, and you get one to begin to vibrate, the other one will vibrate on its own to the coherence of the other one. So our bodies are like these tuning forks. Our hearts are the tuning forks. Okay, so what it is, how healing occurs, is aligning ourselves in this energy we call our heart. So I want to invite anybody who wants to experience about a little bit of Reiki or talk about it or see how we could expand Reiki more into the ministry to join me in the Ocean Room later. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the history of that. But I wanted to share, in conclusion, this poem that will describe my process, and I want to share something. The static fades. The restless mind grows still, no longer bending life to fit its will. The shallow breath, once jagged and sharp and fast, finds rhythm, steady home at last. 5 seconds in, the chest begins to rise. 5 seconds out, the old resistance dies. The brain, a storm of static, starts to clear as the heart's low hum dissolves the grip of fear. It is a drum, a signal strong and deep, a promise that the waking soul can keep. No longer scattered, broken, or apart, the mind bows down to listen to the heart. This ordered pulse, this coherent golden light, becomes a beacon in the darkest night, a bridge of love, a frequency of grace that heals the body and transcends the space. The world is waiting for the quiet tune, the pull the tides like a luminous moon. When one heart beats in harmony and flame, the whole wide earth is never quite the same. So, the day I was being released from the hospital, they came and gave me a breathing treatment. And these hospital beds are so weird. It was kind of like in this sack or something. It was very comfortable, but I couldn't straighten myself. And so I got done with the breathing treatment, and I rested this way, and the pneumonia was up in this upper right lobe. And I'm like this, and all of a sudden I could hear the wheezing. I could hear this wheezing, and I was like, wow. And at first I didn't want to hear it, but then I went into it. I felt it. I let myself sense it. And I spoke to it. Because see, remember, our body has intelligence, right? I said, what are you trying to tell me? And all of a sudden, I saw these, remember in the 50s and 60s, maybe you don't, we had these, the paint was this dark green almost everywhere, right? Dark green walls. And I was in the corner of these dark green walls. I was about 3 years old. And I could hear my little child crying. You know how a little child goes, I'm doing that. And that was like the wheezing was going, and I said, Judi, I'm here. I'm here. You're okay. And she went, thank you. I'm here. It's okay. I've always been here. Oh, thank you. And I felt relief. Well, the next day, that pivoted me through compassion and through empathy to connect to all the children in the world who are suffering now, whether it be through abuse, trafficking, the war, neglect. I felt the pain of all those children whimpering in the corner of a dark green wall. Green. Suddenly the wall went from dark green to bright green. And I realized that whatever I experienced at the age of 3 gave me the empathy, the compassion to have a container in my heart for everybody that is young and suffering right now. I was able to be there because, remember, there's one universal mind, one coherence. We're all connected to it. It looks like sacred geometry when you get into a certain dimension. We're all one in the sacred geometry. It is all God. But I realize that anything you and I have ever gone through, we can use that energy to have empathy and love and compassion and to allow these generators of our hearts to expand and to become this bridge of love for our world. Are you up for it? Are you up for it? Are you willing to be a bridge of love? I want you to say, I am a bridge of love. Come on, I'm not feeling it. I am the bridge of love.
I am the bridge of love.
Now say it to all the children in the world.
I am the bridge of love.
You said, and so you are. Thank you.
And we are the bridge of love because love is universal. And we're going to move some energy. Can you say universal love? Universal love. Okay, and when I go, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, good. Here we go. There's a vibe in the air, I can feel it everywhere. Universal love. There's a vibe in the air, I can feel it everywhere. Universal love. You can reach it if you want it, you can reach out and grab it. Let me hear you. Universal love. It's a gift from above, and it fits just like a glove. Universal love. Take a look around, and what do you see? in misery? Do you see peace and harmony or war and misery? It's time for us to get together. Time for us to realize. Time for us to put our heads together and make a change. There's a vibe in the air, I can feel it everywhere. Universal love. There's a vibe in the air, I can feel it everywhere. Universal love. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Whoa, universal love. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Universal love.
Skippy. So, no, wait. So I do the platform occasionally, and as I was thinking about it and prepping for it, I realized I get up here and I ask you all to give and to do this, and I never give you anything. So today I brought sugar or no sugar, and I'm offering, so come, and please grab something so that I can say that I've given you something, and you will remember that. So, no, we go together because you have we have to go together.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm sorry, I'm just floating.
I know, it's nothing. I realize that, it is sugar or no sugar, because I'm no sugar, of course. Okay, there we go. There's the sugar. With sugar or no sugar? All right, here, no sugar. So I feel, you want sugar? Okay, great. She'll get you. Anybody? So I'm making too much of this, but the children aren't out there yet. So good sugar. All right, here we go. Any no sugars? All right. Okay, sugar's coming right behind me. Sugar is slow. Come on. Sugar is also popular. So yes, take as much as you need so that we will all know that we have abundance all the time. We have things to give, things to share. All right, sugar, how we doing? I should have done 2 sugars. You know, I'm diabetic, and I still have sugar sometimes, and it is an ultimate temptation. But I think it is a wonderful thing to give. And I just wanted to bring that feeling as I come here to say, we all need to give. I mean, the statement from Pablo Picasso, where it is that you give, that you learn to do these things, you learn to give. And giving is really a lot of fun. Money is such an illusion. I mean, it is, you don't have it, and then you have it, and then you don't have it, and you have it. And now they added this Bitcoin thing, and I'm telling you, I'm done. Because, I just got the decimal system down. Anyway, there are so many ways to give, and there's opportunities. The envelopes on the back of your chair, there's boxes in the back of the room, there's phone numbers you can call, there are email ways you can give, and one of the greatest ways, which has really taken, when I start to feel guilty about myself, which never happens, but when I think about people who do that, I go, well, I tithe now through every month. It's continual giving or something. It's got a great name. And so what is it? Oh, there's our board. Okay, yes, it's consistent giving. And I don't give as much as I wish I could, but I give something every month, rain or shine, just like my mortgage. So it's a good thing, and it lets me know that even when I'm not so present here, I'm still participating and holding up this building and all this is. Okay, the kids are out there now, so I can really shut up. All right, tell me more. Thank you. Okay, whoa. I'm so sorry. I'm still disorganized. All right, so we have the love offering blessing, and it is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am so grateful. Thank you all for putting up with me.
Good morning. So, today was Superhero Sunday. But before we begin with Superhero Sunday, we're going to have Tavion stand up and make an announcement.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So, I'm excited to announce I've officially committed to college. And in the fall, I will be going to Morgan State University.
Ben, wow. It has been a journey, the beginning. So, you know what tipped him over, right? When you took him to the theater department and he showed him how they build the sets and all of that, he took photographs of all that stuff. So, you know, Morgan was running neck and neck with the other one, but you tipped him over. So. No bears. All right, here you go. Stand up. Okay, so when we do this, we're going to stand up. No, when it's your turn. Yeah. Nope, it's right side up. Yeah, okay.
My name is Karaya, and my superpower is kindness.
Hello, my name is Etiva, and my superpower is creativity.
Hello, my name is RJ, and my superpower is always read.
Hey, my name is Jaden, and my superpower is being a good big brother. Hi, my name is Fauna, and my superpower is being brave. Hi, my name is Violet, and my superpower is being brave. Hi, my name is Phoebe. My superpower is courage. Hello, I'm Mia. My superpower is courage.
Hello, I'm Tavion, and my superpower is giving.
My name is Bo.
My name is Bo.
And my superpower is...
My new superpower is
You told me calm.
calm.
And what's the superpower of the month? Okay, so you notice they all got flashing and that kind of stuff, as many of them as I could remember to put the batteries in. But we also have an agreement that all the flashy stuff comes back to me before they leave the building, because it's part of my cruising activities that I do. All right, so let me see here. Who wants to do the blessings? Your hand went up first? Okay, hold on. So you two start, then you two do the second one, and you two do the third. How's that sound? All right, stand up and do it. Come on, here you go.
I am the light of the world. I live as the light.
Stand up.
You are the light of the world. You live as the light.
I'm just curious. We didn't have anything with powdered sugar on it. How do you have powdered sugar on your chin? And go ahead.
We are the light of the world. We live as the light. Now please stand for our closing song.
So everyone, know that you have a superpower, and it is love, and it is that love that is the bridge to this omnipresent universal intelligence that you are. Have a wonderful week, and so it is.